It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Philadelphia begins the game with the basketball. Lowry. Into the front court. It's Booker. He'll run the offense. Dragic. His first effort off the mark. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. And a pass stolen by Boston. Inside, he scores.
You know what really fascinates me about Devin Booker? Every time I see him, I almost feel like I'm watching a movie called Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Now, when I see him off the court, he's all smiles, laid back, chill demeanor, very low-key. But when I see him on the court, it's like he finds this different person, this assassin that wants to attack you and dominate you every single time he has the ball. Now, I got a chance to overhear a story of him and his coaching time in Earl Watson, and he told his head coach, I'm better than Jordan. Jordan never dropped 70 at the Boston Garden. Now, we all know he's not better than Jordan, but that answer reflects his desire to be like Jordan and to be an NBA legend, and that's why he'll always succeed.
Lowry has the basketball. Goes to the left side. Richardson to Lowry. And destroys the rim. That's what DeAndre Jordan does.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
And he scores. Jay, how do you stop that?
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Shot denied by Jokic.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Now a shot by Thompson, no good.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Thompson. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Jokic to Dragic. Off the assist.
That transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Dragic. Now to Booker, down low, working it outside. They go to Jokic, down low. He was all over him. Missed the shot, no free throws. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Lowry to Richardson. Gets it in the left corner. Thompson to Lowry. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it. Booker with it. They lead it. 4-point game. Dragic to Booker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. This guy can beat anyone straight up. Devin Booker, good closeout, still knocks it down.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Into the front court, it's Booker. Leads 4. From the painted area, won't go down.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, They shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Thompson. That's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
Goran Dragic, known to get under players' skin and uses it to his advantage, was a first-time All-Star last season.
Lowry. A pass taken away by the Celtics to Dragic. And scores. Strong take.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
To Thompson. Beyond the arc for three. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
Ed, body control is everything, especially on the defensive side of the floor. That was a great contest up top, but your body hit him on the way down. That's a foul every time.
You can count that one a 4-point play. Celtics have it. Booker. Sizing up the defense. Not that time. Richardson to Lowry. Thompson. Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that three.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
To Marcus Smart. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. To Jordan. Lowry. Deep left corner. And the two. Counted at the rim for DeAndre Jordan.
Ed, I have to be real here, and it pains me to say this, but DJ has not been the same without CP3. Now look, he's still going to gobble up boards on both ends of the floor and give you high percentage buckets around the rim. So this is what you need to do as a defense. If he catches the ball too deep, hack a Jordan. Send him to the free throw line. Force him to make it from there. If not, force him to catch the ball on the perimeter outside his pocket of confidence. And if you're able to box him out and not give him second chance points, you'll probably make him an ineffective play.
Nothing going here on that drive. Stevenson. And a pass stolen by Boston. Boston with the basketball to Dragic. Runner here won't go down.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Time to shuffle things up.
Philadelphia.
Stevenson to Sean Livingston. Going to launch beyond the arc. Livingston can't get that one to go. Defense was all over him. Gets it in the right corner. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Stevenson to Sean Livingston. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it. That's blocked by Anderson.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. Stevenson knocked loose. Celtics have it. Got it.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Livingston to Thompson from long range. Message received. Well defended.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Team foul number 1.
First one goes down.
For the Philadelphia 76ers, number 24, stepping in for the Celtics.
And gets both to drop at the line. Sixers have the basketball. Stevenson to Thompson. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Dragic into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Oh, it's rejected by Jordan. That's going to be out of bounds. That one's going to be out of bounds. Dragic down low for Len. Nice pass to get things going.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
A pass taken away by the Celtics. Celtics have it. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Stevenson. Shot from the lane won't go.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Driving right to the basket. Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Anderson. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy legs.
To Dylan Brooks. Down low to Jordan. Oh!
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Ball's controlled by Boston. And a nice finish at the rim.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Footer at the buzzer. It's good. At the buzzer. He got it out well before the red light came on. And that extends the lead at the end of the first quarter. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Celtics have it.
Free pizza.
Booker. Curling inside. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Lowry. To Dylan Brooks. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Ginobili with it. His guys holding the big lead. Booker to Marcus Smart. And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Lowry. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Booker. And Pachulia there to grab the rebound. So Lowry. To Shaun Livingston. Dylan Brooks. Ginobili with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Into the game for Philadelphia. Number 0, Josh Richardson. Subbing in for the Boston Celtics. Number 53, Andre Iguodala.
Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Lowry into the front court. Down a bundle. To Shaun Livingston. Fires the three. Won't go down. Knocked loose. Richardson. Here's a chance from long range.
To number 53, Andre Iguodala. That's his first personal foul.
And hits the first free throw. Gets a second to go with one more to come. Hits all 3 free throws. Boston with the basketball. Probing the defense. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Substitutions, Boston.
Livingston to Richardson. Lets it fly from long range. No good. That's great defense. To Thompson. Livingston. Thompson. Now that's a contest. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Nothing going here on that drive. Thompson to Richardson. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Thompson, he continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Dragic. From the painted area, won't go down. It's in the hands of Philadelphia to Thompson. For three, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Booker to Marcus Smart. Anderson has a chance with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Millsap. That's Smart with the rebound. Booker with it. His guy's up by 15. Anderson. Scores from the post.
2 points.
Thompson. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. Time for some new personnel into the game.
The 76ers. Number 7, Kyle Lowry.
Thompson. To Lowry. 4-3. Knocks it down in the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
Whoops. That won't go. Dragic with it. They lead it by 14. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Livingston across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Short jumper misses.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Thompson. He engulfed him that time. Celtics have it. Dragic. To Booker. It's blocked by Millsap.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Thompson. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Thompson to Jordan, down low. Celtics come away with it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Rejected by Thompson. They've got it back.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Has a look. And he drains it.
You know, someone had the audacity to ask Klay Thompson how he feels about being the 3rd or 4th option, and I love his response. He said, I don't care. When you're as efficient as me, my paycheck warrants it. And I think about a game he had this past year. 88.4 seconds of possessions, 52 touches, 33 shots, 11 dribbles for 60 points just in 22 minutes proves the reason why Klay is Klay.
Lowry, and a pass stolen by Boston. Ginobili with it. The lead is 11 to Booker. And throws it down.
And I hear people talk about some of the great second-round picks in recent years. You hear names like Draymond Green, Isaiah Thomas, Malcolm Brogdon, and Jokic has to be right there. The 40th overall pick is putting in work like this. That's impressive.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Add 2 points to the board. Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Lowry down to Zaza and finishes strong. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Into the front court, it's Booker. It's an 11-point game to Jokic. Beyond the arc for 3. He took the bait and he hits.
And Ed, when you have 7-footers roaming the perimeter who shoot over 40% from the three-point line, why take twos?
All 5 can shoot it at any given time. Jokic. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
The pass set it all up.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Devin Booker in his own desert. No one in sight, and he takes advantage.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
Celtics have it. To Marcus Smart. Gets a shot up off the mark. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Thompson to Lowry. Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guys down big.
1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
To Marcus Smart. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Thompson. From long range. Few do it as well. Klay Thompson, hand in his face, strokes the 3.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
No good. And a putback slam.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Lowry to Sean Livingston. Thompson. Tough shot. Well defended. Devin Booker. Offensive board. Shot misses there by Smart. That misses with a second to go. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Celtics are feeling comfortable at the halfway mark. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics. The 76ers have dug themselves a bit of a hole after 2 quarters. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game.
Game track. Steals.
The Philadelphia 76ers are trailing so far, and that's mostly due to sloppy ball handling. The ball security needs to improve if they want to stay competitive in this matchup. Ball control was at its worst in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Boston with the basketball. Dragic. Here comes the screen. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
It is extremely prevalent right now for three-point shooters because of the skill set at every position is that versatile. Even your 5s and 4s can knock down 3s at a high clip.
It's a world of great three-point shooters and great three-point shooting teams. To Marcus Smart. Nice pass to set things up.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
Lowry to Jordan. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
DJ, one of the most ferocious dunkers we have in the game today. In fact, only Clint Capella had more dunks than Jordan's 212 last year. Wow.
Dragic with the basketball. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Jokic, old school, backs his man down for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Lowry. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Jokic. Has a chance? Yes. For every tough shot you make, buy one, get one free.
The passing has been great, but the movement without the ball has been even better. Seeing a play before it happens is a skill set a lot of people don't talk about. But a great pass combined with great movement, good luck with that.
Dragic. Oh, he's denied.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Celtics have it. Dragic to Jokic. To Marcus Smart. Inside, he scores.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Jokic. To Dragic. Fires Here's the three. Count the triple.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough two rather than an easy three.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Dragic to Marcus Smart. Count the bucket for two.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ballgame is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
It's denied by Richardson. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Substitution being made in this one. To Jokic. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on, but the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Millsap. Dragic into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Gets to the basket and scores. Sixers call for time as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Philadelphia with the basketball. Lowry to Thompson. Here's a chance from long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Dragic. Can't connect. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Shot by Thompson misses.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's a player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
That's rebounded by Philadelphia. To Richardson. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Celtics have it. Booker to Jokic. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
New blood coming in for both sides. Dragic to Jokic. Oh, it's rejected by Jordan. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Dragic to Marcus Smart. Lets it fly from long range, cleaning the offensive glass. Sent away by Jordan.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Dragic to Jokic. From the painted area, won't go down.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go up two legs and expect the contact.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Richardson to Millsap. Shot from the lane won't go. Boston with the basketball. Dragic to Jokic. scores from the post.
I tell you, he's so special, Ed. He makes the game look easy.
A lot of hard work to make it look easy. Lowry to Millsap for three. Jokic is there for the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Dragic with it. His guys holding the big lead. To Jokic. Short jumper won't fall.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Dragic to Jokic. Missed a wide open look. Sixers control it. Stevenson to Lowry. 4-3. And Kyle Lowry, muscle memory, put to good use there.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. It's blocked by Millsap.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Blocked away. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. Stevenson. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Short jumper misses. Sixers have the basketball. Dylan Brooks to Stevenson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Livingston can't get that one to go. Defense was all over him. Ginobili with it. He'll run the offense. Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce.
It just seems like every year the same question is being asked over and over again. Is this it for Manu? But he's back for year 17, and he looks more dangerous than ever. That's scary.
To Jokic. Just off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
A pass taken away by the Celtics. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Livingston to Dylan Brooks. Millsap. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Screen coming. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
Knocks down the first.
Number 7, Kyle Lowry. Entering the game for Boston, number 21, Alex Len.
Able to convert on both free throws. Lowry, not done yet, and a putback slam.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Celtics have it. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Celtics way out in front. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Lowry into the front court. His guys down big. Gotta give it to him. Brooks, tough three.
The post-shot confidence is everything. He's still running down the court, holding his extension.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Booker. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. He was hacked. They let it go.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Lowry with it. Down a bundle. Beyond the arc for three. Smothering D.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Deep two there. Won't go. Celtics have it. And too much contact.
A simple touch foul.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Number 7, Goran Dragic. Subbing in for Philadelphia.
Dragic to Booker. Going to launch beyond the arc. Devin Booker in his own desert. No one in sight, and he takes advantage.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
That's a tough shot for Dylan Brooks. No good. Dragic with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Shot from in close. No good. Livingston. To Dylan Brooks. From long range. He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good. Throws it down. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Booker. Here comes the screen. Booker buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
You know what really fascinates me about Devin Booker? Every time I see him, I almost feel like I'm watching a movie called Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Now, when I see him off the court, he's all smiles, laid back, chill demeanor, very low-key. But when I see him on the court, it's like he finds this different person, this assassin that wants to attack you and dominate you every single time he has the ball. Now, I got a chance to overhear a story of him and his coach at the time, Earl Watson, and he told his head coach, I'm better than Jordan. Jordan never dropped 70 at the Boston Garden. Now, we all know he's not better than Jordan, but that answer reflects his desire to be like Jordan and to be an NBA legend. And that's why he'll always succeed.
And stuffs it home.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Second free throw off the mark. Still one to come. Boston with the basketball. Dragic. Down for Iguodala. Rebound cleared by Philly. Fires the three. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Thompson. Celtics have it. Anderson. Booker to Jokic. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Deep left corner. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. Short. To Kyle Anderson. Inside, he scores.
Tough shot. And when Devin Booker scores, he scores in bunches. It was only a couple of years ago he had that 70-point game in the Boston Garden. This kid can fill it up when he gets hot.
Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, I'm surprised. He had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Thompson. It's Ginobili with the rebound. Celtics have it. Oh, they called the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Number 7, Kyle Lowry. Into the game for the Boston.
Booker.
Number 53, Andre Iguodala.
Jokic. Here's a chance from long range. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. To Thompson. Has a chance. Offensive rebound. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. Ball's controlled by Boston. To Jokic. Takes stock of the floor. To Booker. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Now pass stolen by the Sixers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Jokic to Booker. Knocks it down from mid-range. Lowry to Thompson. Lets it fly from long range, trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Millsap gets it in the left corner. To Millsap. Lowry to Millsap. Thompson. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Scores from the post. Has a look. Knocks down a tough shot. That was smothering defense.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
Finishing inside the paint on that one. Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Richardson to Stevenson for three. Good luck telling Lance Stevenson there's a bad shot. Hits the tough one.
Look, I'm not the one to hate. I'm the prime example of a bad decision that turned out well.
Celtics have it. Trying to cash in. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
Goran Dragic, known to get under players' skin and uses it to his advantage, was a first-time All-Star last season.
Has a chance. Won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low-percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Dragic to Jokic. Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lowry to Stevenson. 4-3. Can't force those. Stevenson misses. Booker with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Shot from the lane won't go.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipping.
Dragic into the front court. He'll run the offense. Down low, Jokic. Turns and slams it down. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Boston with the basketball. To Dragic. Now a steal by Philly.
Hey, lock up.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Jokic snares the rebound.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics dominated this game from beginning to end. What really stood out for me is how many times they scored on second effort plays. It takes heart to keep up that kind of execution, and these guys were relentless. Check out the leading scores for the Boston Celtics. 76ers seemed to give up on this game as it got more challenging. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Steals. Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's what's coming up for the Boston Celtics. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.